Oh,
Wait.
what? God, Jesus.
Welcome to West here on Prospectors Radio.
It's the dentist saying that.
Scott Swiftwater Tony.
Oh,
wait.
And your
Jesus.
host.
What is that?
Welcome to West here on Prospectors Radio.
It's the dentist saying that.
Scott Swiftwater
Alright.
Tony.
Oh,
Wait.
do you got is something on repeat and repeat?
Someone's on the repeat. Yeah.
Wow.
Now that's an entrance right there.
I'd say so.
It's all over the place. What's going on, guys?
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Sorry.
Yeah, welcome back, strangers.
Jesus.
It's good to be back.
Man,
Yeah.
what's been going on?
A lot of working for one a lot lately.
Right?
We wanted to go camping for one last time over the weekend, but then we had to do other things instead. And now it's just not the weather. I don't think it's going to work out for us.
If you go tomorrow, it will.
Gotta work.
Ain't it supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow?
Is it?
Yeah, it is 70 degrees tomorrow. It's just a small chance of rain.
Supposed to be kind of, I guess, like the nicest day so far. And it's
We'll be in Arizona in 2 weeks.
I think ours is going down. Oh, that's right. You are coming in 2 weeks. We got to figure out where you're going to
Less than
sleep.
2 weeks, actually.
No, it's 2 weeks, dear.
2 weeks.
Yeah, you're way off.
I got to figure out where you're going to sleep.
Well, yeah, we will be in touch, Swiftwater.
We will.
Well, I'm not at the same
We will
place. So.
connect together because we
What?
definitely gonna spend a day going out to your place, man, for sure.
Right.
See what you've been up to.
Well, I got news for you.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. It's always something with you, but go ahead.
Well, thanks to Mike's little puffer dry washer,
Yeah.
I found a gold.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
And
Okay.
I did a 2-bucket run out of it, and I was pretty impressed with what I seen. I'm like, that can't be that easy. And I mean, I drive by it all the time. Just drive by. Anyway, I went back with the 191. I went in, probably ran 10 buckets and come home, and everything in it, which if you guys never heard me talk about Left Turn Tom, it's a guy, he's an old vet, got one eye, and he's kind of old, so he can barely see out the other one. But he's like, hey, that's junky stuff. I can see that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's awesome.
So, I mean, it's not chunky to me. It's just big. It's nice flakes.
So what you're saying
Okay,
is
how are you?
bring our little puffer.
Yeah, and you'll find gold.
a
Awesome.
little puffer that could.
How deep were you, Scott?
Well, according to the dirt that I'm digging, the dirt is about 40 feet above my head.
Okay.
Above your
Yeah, the actual creek channel, and I would say that the actual creek channel from the old time ago, you'd have to know. I'd have to show it to you. It's hard to explain, but the creek channel was way high. I mean, super high. Like it's just crazy high. And you got this 40-foot wall that's been kind of eroding, and it's got a couple of nodes that comes out. And man, I'll tell you what, I was like, man, that's all river rock. It's all laid in there. It's just what I want to dig. But it's not on the claim that I've been digging on, my testing on. It's on the first claim. And I
Oh, the
went up,
one's for sale, right?
yeah, well, not now. But like I said, it's got a lot there. I don't think I could. I mean, I might make a little dent in it this year, but no, there's a lot there to dig. There's
It
a
can
lot.
be like the other spot. I mean, you dig 20, 30 buckets and it disappears, you know?
Yeah, but this is all Great Creek channel. I mean, it's got the big rocks in it.
Cool.
So I mean, it's not a bunch of the what I call the 4 to 6 inch rocks. It's anything from 8 to 12 to holy moly, somebody pull that out of my hole.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm kind of excited. Like I said, that if I could do, if I usually run, like I said, if I get my classifier down there, and you know, every time I'm going into the bank now, and it's just getting to where it's about chest high to me. So you start hitting that with a pick, and it just kind of rolls down. throw that stuff through a classifier real quick, which I got a pretty big darn classifier, let me tell you. And then you run that stuff through your dry washer, nice, low and slow. It's not gonna mess up or anything. And that's
So
why
you're going up against the wall, right? The old creek wall.
yeah.
And you're digging down to, or just going into the bench wall or whatever?
Right now I'm gonna go in, because if I don't go in far enough and you go down, you got, like I said, if it folds in on you, you're screwed. But if I'm way back here digging and it folds in, I'm way back here.
Yeah, cool. So we'll get to see it, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's about chest high on you, right?
It won't be when you get there.
I just want to know how far I got to duck to get into the hole. So
Yeah, well,
There's no hole, it's the whole thing. It'll be over your head before it's over.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, it'll be a pretty good size. You'll see a lot.
It's gonna be like the veterans, the week of Veterans Day.
all right,
Well,
Scott.
What
I
I'm
need
doing
a
is I'm
picture-
actually
I want
taking,
a picture of it right now as it is today,
We're gonna compare.
right?
Yeah.
So
right?
get there, we can look at that picture and look at your
We'll take
hole.
a picture too. That'll be
yeah,
cool.
and then post it and see just really what Scott Swiftwater Tony's really up to out there.
Yeah. I
Like
like.
I said, I had to come home tonight. I'm actually in Phoenix now because
Oh,
I got to get my computer and my iRacing stuff, and she's got to get a table that she wants out of here, and she wants hauled up there too. So I had to come home, and that's pretty much what I'm picking up tonight. So, but
So you're
Friday,
already making the excuses and setting, the bar low for us. Okay.
Friday, I'll be back up there though.
Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
That's
be
just day after tomorrow.
I know, but you know what? It's the 21st, and the 31st is the starting of my season. I've already cut a month and a half out of testing, and now I know where to go. So I'm setting up, and that's where I'm going to be. Now, if the rain hits me, that could really screw me.
Okay.
That could be a not real good thing at all. So we'll find out.
See it. We're hearing about it. I can picture it in my head. I see what's in your videos, but just to see it in person will be pretty cool.
Well, like I told Lisa, I said I don't know about the dry land dredging, but with my H&B mining equipment, when he sent it, he also sent me the high banker part of it too, the grizzlies and the spray bars and everything like that. And I told her, I said, well, it doesn't stop me from digging, it just kind of stops me from dry washing. And I mean, I don't think there'll be enough water to actually dry land dredge down there because I'm pretty far away. So you got to have pretty good section. But for a high banker, all you have to do is have one motor pumping water and you got to have water and you're good.
Yep.
Instead of two motors and all the other stuff. So
Mhm.
I think that's the way I'm going to go.
Man, I'm looking at your guys' weather.
It's awesome.
It is good weather. Looks like Sunday, a high of 72, a low of 55.
Wow.
I know it.
That's
It's getting
perfect.
It's getting it's getting perfect. All right.
See.
And
That
the,
It's
and
pretty
the great,
warm around here.
it's
what's
what?
that?
Rick?
It's pretty warm around here.
Today was warm.
It was
Yeah,
warmer, yeah. It's been,
70s, and then at night it gets down to 60s. But
it's been raining here like every day though.
really,
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yep. And it was cold rain, except for today. It was like in the 60s this morning. So
well,
it
I
was
just
nice
hope,
up in Gavin, though. I mean, it wasn't too bad.
I hope our stuff stays away until like November, late November.
mm-hmm.
And then when I know the rain and the snow is going to happen all at one time, then I can get my wet equipment down there, get it stashed, get it ready to go. And then, okay, if it rains, then all I got to do is walk across the creek in a pair of waders.
Got your plan ish. Right?
Ish. It's a planish, but it's there.
Well, it's good to hear temperatures are going up for us tomorrow because, gold is too.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Went up.
it went up. Gold went up $12.05. It's at $1,922.52.
All right.
Good
Good job.
movement. Good movement.
Good.
Silver's also up 23 cents at $24.99.
Hanging right there, 24.
Look at that. Now platinum's also up at $14.41. It's $891.10.
Okay.
Palladium went up only $1.48, which is kind of.
Jeez.
It's at $2,404.52.
$1.
$1.
$1.
$1.
So rhodium,
Rhodium.
good old rhodium. That one's went up. Looks like what, $650. Yesterday it was at 14,000. Now it's at 14,650.
Holy moly.
Ridiculous.
Sunday she had it was 13.5, I think.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's this rhodium used for it, man? It's killing me. I don't know what they're using it for, but I'd like to know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because
Yeah,
something's
I
coming up.
don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I'm just saying, if rhodium's used for something like important, and we know something's coming up in the future, well, that's the time to jump in the bandwagon for the old money ride, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you no tips or anything like that what to do with money, folks, but
They must be using it for something we don't know about, Scott.
yeah.
Maybe for the building like fancy arcs or something, because isn't there that asteroid that has a 1% chance of hitting us on the day before elections?
It could be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. Mhm. Dang. And Bitcoin went up from 964 to 12,882.
It went up $964.
That's ridiculous.
Up 964.
Yeah, it went up $964. So
12,882.
it was at 11,000 and change.
Still
So-
don't know what that is.
So for
It's just so funny. I mean, if Bitcoin costs that much, who could afford to get it to start out? I mean, it's
almost
just
as much as rhodium.
yeah. It's
Well,
stupid.
it's if you bought it when it was early in the whole
Yeah.
before.
I knew I should have bought all that Bitcoin.
Hey, I had a good chance around $75 to do that, but I'm not getting that. That's not going to catch on.
Right.
Nobody's going to trust their money going through
I still don't
several.
Well, there's several of these virtual currency out there.
There's no regulations.
No, that's the whole fear, but
That's the risk.
Yeah.
huge risk. Your money's not protected. A lot of organized crime. There's a
No.
lot of money laundering and stuff going on. So I think it's only a matter of time it gets clamped down.
It's
and
gonna happen.
what banks they're missing out. So they're either going to develop their own version or something else. I'm sure.
Sure.
It took me forever to get a bank account because I didn't even trust banks. And now I'm in a credit union, which it keeps everything more local. Is how it was described to me, and I thought that's pretty cool. So,
I'm a member of a credit union and I have a bank,
Mm-hmm.
but it is better to have the credit union feel.
Yeah. That hometown feel of a credit union.
well, I mean, it gives me a lot of breaks.
That what, Kathleen?
Sometimes a little too close.
Which one is it, Kathleen? Which credit union?
Pathways.
What is it?
Pathways.
Pathways. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. They're like absorbing a bunch of credit unions all throughout. And
Mhm.
they've got like a big chain of them, but I'm always confused when they answer it because it's always a different credit union.
Yeah, it's a different company every time you call. Yeah. I know mine just sold too to a different one.
Did it?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Because that's where my car's financed through is a credit union.
They have great rates.
They do, yeah. It was like
They really do.
4%. It's like that's cheap.
I got involved.
Yeah, they hook you in with the car loan.
Mhm.
Well, like I said, I had somebody
Here's
explain it to me
another
that way too.
product. Who thought about this? Oh, no.
Next thing you know,
I don't know. Man, we got some birthdays today.
really,
Yeah,
lots and lots.
quite a few, I would say. So many we don't know all the names for today because it ends at S.
Lord,
Oh,
So that ought to tell you some that October the 21st was a very happening day to be born.
Yeah.
So I think that's Valentine's Day babies.
Oh, well, that was
No, it's in January.
June, July, August, September. October.
Yeah, I guess you
It's
are.
January.
Well,
Blizzard.
it could be. Yeah, was there a blizzard? I guess in the January.
Blizzard.
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, we digress. It is October 21st. Andy Brown, Brandon T. Johnson, Brian Cole, Dee Dee, Fish Fear Me Too, George Crutcher, Glennis Myers, Hugh Miller, Jim Almond Sr., Josh, Lonnie Griffin, Michael Giles, Mike and KC, Mr. Jim 1021, Nathan Rudsill, Richard Perro, Ricky Lee Smith, Rudy J. Huck, Sean Willett, and Stephen Wine.
All right.
Fish fear me too.
Yeah, you already know. it's
Yeah,
fun.
I kind of knew. It's like, yeah, catchy
As
name.
soon
But
as we
see,
heard the
you-
name.
I mean, here's the honesty. The people with the coolest, most creative names usually have nothing to share. So let's take a look.
Let's dive in.
All right, he's from Castle Rock, Washington. So definitely an extreme.
Okay.
West Coaster. I don't know. But Fish Fear Me Too enjoys dredging, high banking, and utilizing the sluice box. He doesn't belong to any clubs. A friend told him about it. Cecil CCVNC referred him.
Wow.
Of course he did. And that's it.
Well, he's yeah, that's literally it. He's been a member since 2011.
Oh, okay.
There's an old timer.
Say that. That name did sound familiar.
The Fish Fear Me
Fish
Too.
fear me too. Yeah.
Fish.
Well, happy birthday, Fish.
Oh, happy birthday, Fish fear me.
Birthday.
And everyone else.
And everyone else. Yeah.
Everyone else.
Yes. And
Yo.
everyone else. Dang. So there was no birthdays tomorrow, right?
Well, I don't. Yeah, and
Sure.
then for all I know, there could be a whole bunch of people from T to Z today.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We ran out of room.
This was a big birthday time.
There were so many, we ran out of room. Good problem, I guess. Right? So let's just take us a quick break and come back with some dredging up the news with Kathleen Biffle. She's got some interesting stories.
The Biffalator.
It's not jam packed, but
It's interesting.
I made an effort. So
Hey, all news is good news,
there you go.
right? So we'll take it, right? That's why I say we'll be right back.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their miners' legal fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com. If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
You guys see me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. It's October 21st, 2020, and I've been kind of out of the picture for a little bit, just been really busy, and I'm just going to start off with this first story, which of course you guys have been all talking about it, I'm sure. The sad news up in Alaska with the capsized gold dredge. So we'll start off with sad news, unfortunately. The body of a man missing has been found, but there is still another body missing. Searchers found the body of 56-year-old. And forgive me if I get the names wrong. Serhil Denschenko, I think I got it, washed up on the beach. This was 7 miles east of Nome, and this was on Sunday. So there's been a lot of, news milling around that. Unfortunately, this happened last Thursday. 51-year-old Pavel Denschenko made it to shore in the raft. And then that's when he called for assistance. They ended up treating him at a hospital and releasing him shortly thereafter. 52-year-old Alexei Klenchiknov, I think. I don't know. Sorry. He is still missing. He's not been recovered.
Right.
And Alexei and Serhii, they are actually brothers, I think.
Okay.
Pavel. No, it's Pavel and Serhil.
Gotcha.
They are brothers.
That's a shame, though.
It is a shame. So Alaska State Troopers are working on the case along with the U.S. Coast Guard. The dredge that they were on was called the Charlotte.
By the way, I want to retract what we said last week because I thought it was like a floating dredge. It's actually a big boat.
Right.
Yeah, 32-foot long aluminum boat converted to a gold mining dredge. That's what this article said.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 32 feet.
Yeah. Yep. And they weren't really from Nome, but they were there for the season.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually from Russia.
Okay.
So evidently they found all, the debris washed up on the shore. They found most of the debris 16 miles east of Nome. They ended up finding the life raft. They found a Gumby suit, a life ring in the life raft, and a bunch of mining gear. All the things washed up on shore early morning last Friday.
Gotcha. Wow.
And that's bad. That's bad when you find a suit because somebody could have had a chance to get in that, right. But you never think of that position until it's too late. I
So
mean,
it's bad weather, or
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
30-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
oh my.
So that's rough seas, and they were way out by the bluffs.
Yep.
Oh, they
you know what?
were.
I think the Coast Guard's got a time limit on how fast you're supposed to be able to get in one of those suits.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's 1 minute. I'm not for sure, but I think it's 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to be able to get in it quick.
Guys, like I said, anybody out there listening, have training. You're doing something
Yeah.
dangerous like that.
Safety first, you know. I mean,
It's a
I
shame.
mean, even what we do, Kathleen's dangerous.
oh yeah. And you forget sometimes, you know, because you're used to doing it, and you just kind of sometimes forget, you know, how close you really are to getting hurt.
Right.
Yeah, like big rocks, everything like that.
Yeah.
Be safe. Safety first.
Well, stay safe out there, guys. I mean, we all, it's sad to hear, like, you know, small scale miners like this perishing while just trying to make a living. And unfortunately, in you know, overseas, it's that way too,
Mhm.
in like Peru and things like that. So the day it's getting dangerous, and it's you know, the price of gold is increasing. So
Make them take.
I tell people that all the time. Be smart. Don't think that you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, be honest with yourself. It only takes one time.
yep.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I read somewhere that I guess one of Vernon's crew members used to work with these guys
Yeah.
like last year.
Mhm.
And he said if he wouldn't have hooked up with Vernon, he probably would have been out there with them. So
Wow. Oh gosh,
Crazy.
it
Yeah,
is.
game, though.
I tried to do some research too. I think there is a fundraiser out there on Facebook.
Okay.
The last I checked, they raised like $4,000, but I didn't really read what the details of the fund, where it went. I think for search and rescue efforts, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
So you can look it up on Facebook and donate to help them.
Okay.
All right, global news behind me. You guys know what this story is. An Indian airport spotted a man walking oddly. He had 2 pounds of gold bullion shoved into his bum.
He was keystering it.
You know, he must have really been walking funny.
He
though.
had to have been, right?
Well, that don't look too flexible.
Okay, this
That's huge.
picture was in the article, but I don't know. Is this the actual gold?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. If it was in the,
I want to know who had to wash it.
That's gross.
2
All right.
pounds.
What if they offered it? Okay, Scott, you can take one, but you can't clean it. You got to use your bare hands and grab it, pull it out, and take it home. Would you do it?
Yes.
Yes, it's 2.
I didn't
I
even
would.
hesitate.
I would too. I'd be like, give it here.
Yeah, it's coming home with me.
Yeah, but can you imagine either the guard or the doctor that's actually pulling those out, thinking to himself, what were you really thinking?
Although I would have at least tried to palm that little guy.
Now
Right?
that's the honey hole right there.
Yeah, literally.
I would have stuck it in my wallet, said it was a good luck charm.
You like that one?
He was keystering the gold.
Oh my goodness.
gosh.
2 pounds, you said.
Yes.
The greatest
airline,
The greatest keister heist in the world.
2 pounds.
The airline was called Go Air, and it was arriving from Dubai. Go figure. And evidently, he was trying to avoid paying taxes, which was 18% on his gold. So he thought he could smuggle them.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Pay taxes.
How much would 18% have been, Shannon?
2 pounds?
On 2 pounds, yeah. 18.
Well, the gold is reportedly worth $60,000.
Okay, so 18% of 60,000. Shannon?
So
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
that's the calculator in the background.
Yeah, do later.
$10,800.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
I
big.
tell you what.
Now, would you try to shove it up your butt?
No, I
No.
didn't put it in my suitcase.
I wouldn't know.
Because think about it, that's 3 long ignits, really.
Right.
That's pretty. That's pretty long, you know.
And they look rough. They're not smooth.
Not, definitely not sanded down edges.
I think he flattened them, didn't he? They like.
Well, they poured
that's-
them like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they.
No,
they
those are all
flattened them.
pores.
Me, I'm just sitting here. I'm sitting here looking at it. And I'm looking at the shape of it, like it's the most malleable metal in the world. Why didn't you just flatten it out, stick it between like 2 boots, and you've been fine?
Yeah.
You know, like a boot, sole.
Yeah.
But wouldn't they see that in the metal detector?
Well,
The-
in
the-
Well, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't see the actual. They just see a strip of the metal, but it still look like it's part of your. Yeah, I got freaking gold in my boots. I'm a rock. I'm a rock and roller, or whatever.
I would have made a belt out of it.
Yeah. Or just mailed it to yourself wherever you're going.
Yeah.
That is commitment right there.
Well, I mean, think about it. Okay, from
Damn, it can't be that easy.
the Middle East to where he was,
Dubai.
Dubai, all the way to India. That's what, probably a good 6-8 hour flight, maybe.
Uh-huh.
You know he had soles in them sandals.
And then think about turbulence.
Oh yeah, turbulence.
How did
Sit
he
on
even
your
get on the
seat.
plane?
Yeah, how would he have set for 8 hours?
Well, it's no wonder he was walking,
Straight up and down.
probably in so much pain. Well,
Probably.
honestly, wouldn't you, me personally? Well, I guess you have to get through customs, right?
Right.
And then go to the bathroom and hope you can get it all out. And then
Dude,
you,
Drew, he should have ringed like a gold bug with a nugget the size of my fist on top of the ground when he walked customs.
Okay, evidently smuggling gold is on the rampant rage right now. Another passenger actually on the same flight as this guy was caught carrying more than 3 pounds of gold.
Oh, come on.
However, they didn't disclose how he was carrying his. Maybe it was.
I wonder if they were working together. Hmm.
You know, that I would have to say, yeah, because
Probably, right?
what are the odds of that? But then they are coming from Dubai.
Right.
In the place made out of gold. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. I was going to say they love gold over there. A lot of it.
Apparently. Yeah.
You know, I would just pay the taxes.
They're actually one of the biggest buyers in the world of gold, I believe.
I thought China was.
No. China just started doing that, but Dubai's been like, you go down over there, I guess they got shops and shops and shops just.
Oh,
It's like-
there's a place with the gold bending machine. They were the first to have the gold bending machine.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But I guess last Wednesday, customs agents seized under a pound of gold from a passenger who landed somewhere over there, Calicut maybe,
Gotta.
on Air Arabia. They found it, but they didn't say, you know, how they found. Oh wait, this person was carrying it in his underwear. He didn't quite get there to the.
What I heard.
Oh, no.
He's really close.
Oh,
All
these.
right. So the next story, and I have 3 stories tonight, and they just so 2 of them just so happen to be about smuggling gold.
Mhm.
This happened in Hong Kong, though.
Okay.
Customs officials seized $4.5 million worth of gold bars during this what they called Operation Melter.
Look at
It was
that.
a 4-week smuggling crackdown. So from all of the time, I mean, most of it is to try to make sure, I guess, money laundering by criminal organizations in mainland China. It's on the rise. So they did this 4-week crackdown and they recovered $4.5 million worth of gold bars.
What is that? That looks like, what is it, 20-ounce bars?
Collectively, yeah. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know what those are.
They look like 20-ounce bars, I would figure. Wow. Holy cow.
They found a total of 71 gold bars. So they were different between September 3rd and the 27th. That's how much gold.
Wow.
Can you imagine digging that up? It would sound like when you found the last Willy Wonka ticket. I'm telling you.
You know, it's
Wow.
it's kind of scary though. I mean, there's people walking around with that much gold.
Yeah.
I don't think they mind it themselves though.
Oh, where are they getting it all?
China.
That's still a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They went to talk about different ways that they had found these smugglers. In 3 of the cases, 32 gold bars worth of gold were found hidden in the cabs of trucks, while another 30 were taken from tailor-made waistbands. I guess that's what
The
that thing is.
picture is, yeah.
Yeah, like a money belt.
Yep. It had specially designed pockets of jeans. They really got really creative, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, just to carry 30 gold bars, that would be heavy.
That would be heavy.
I don't think I could walk. I mean, I don't know.
You would look really funny with a 30 pounds of something somewhere. I'm just telling you.
Strapped to you.
And aren't they going to go through the metal detector and the?
See, that's what I'm saying. How are you not going to get caught?
Exactly.
I really don't understand the logic there.
Yeah, what the thinking that goes into that. It's like you have to go through a metal detector.
But I mean, look, be looking for that to keep rising as the gold prices rise.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. So
Crazy. It's craziness though.
but it was kind of neat to see the gold bars. I don't know about the ones that came out of you guys behind, but I mean, this was kind of a cool picture. For those of you who can't see me, it's a picture of the stuff that they picked up.
And if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there's a row of 10 bars, 2 stacks deep, and then there's another 2 double stacks on the other side of the table as well. So that's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
It is.
Lot of gold.
Sorry about our camera. I think it keeps going out.
Now it's just changing color every once in a while.
Okay, well, that was all I had. Not very many events on the internet, but did we have any on the site here?
No.
Back to Kathleen.
All right, then I'm back.
All Thomas's events must be over, huh?
Yeah, they had their end of the season get together. I saw on the Facebook.
On the Facebook.
On the book face.
Those were interesting stories, though, Kathleen.
I thought so. I did start one of them last week, but then it kind of went with the other one, so I thought I would bring it back. The Hong Kong one was I think a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, like you said, with the price of gold, it's on the rise. So well, I'm sure we'll see a lot more strange stories like that too.
Maybe I should do a fun fact
On strange.
Smuggle gold.
Yes, yeah.
How to do it? No. Like the worst ways.
Yeah. The dumbest ways to smuggle gold.
Yeah, that guy's right up there. I think the amount, 2 pounds worth.
Yeah.
You know what? If you really want to smuggle gold, remember back in the day how much gold Mr. T used to wear around his neck?
Right.
Dude, that's 30 pounds every haul.
Yeah. Why don't you just wear it as jewelry and they'll let you walk through?
My mom likes to do that, but she's not smuggling. But
right. But
she'll buy all this jewelry while she's in Thailand because it's the prices there are great.
if you was wearing 2 pounds of gold jewelry around your neck, could they say that you're smuggling gold or no?
Are you if they got
know.
2, are you gonna want to?
I think you're limited, aren't you? Don't you have to declare it?
Well, anything you
do?
buy, right? So that's why people that buy expensive jewelry or duty-free stuff on jewelries, that they wear it, and you just say, "Oh, I've always had this." You don't keep it in a box.
Mhm.
And besides, a person that's got 2 pounds to 3 pounds of gold around their neck, are you really gonna say, "Sir, you can't do that"?
Well, I'm saying, hey, it's a
It ain't
fact.
gonna be small.
Just
See,
say
I would have like just made a fancy belt or shoes or something.
something.
You could have shaved it all down so that way you didn't have bars. You just had,
Bunch of
powder,
dust.
and you threw it in, your
Your makeup.
hygiene kit.
Your
Yep.
makeup kit.
No.
Had to be an easier way than the way he.
Oh, there's so much easier ways.
Yeah, he'll be fine in jail.
Oh, he's probably thinking it right now. It's all running through.
I look at it this way: if you wanted to be really smart, just shave it up like Chad said, and throw it in pay dirt sands and send it to us.
I don't know. It's just craziness. Things people do for gold.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Now, Scott, you had something you was going to talk about. What were you?
Yes, I do, because I've got a lot of people out there that actually, when I say I'm catching like nice flakes or chunky gold, some of them think that they're pickers, which they're not. And then when I do find pickers, they call them nuggets and stuff like that. So, but once again, I actually looked up some stuff on Gold Rush Trading Post. I want to give them guys a shout out because this is where I'm reading it from. But they had everything pretty much like I want to say, but there's a little differences in here somewhere, which, that's just opinions.
Mhm.
But it's sizes of gold. Now, remember, yeah. Now you got to remember, I mean, you guys out there in Ohio and stuff like that, your sizes of gold are not measured with my sizes of gold.
Right.
We
gonna-
know
I mean,
that.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys,
Hey, you're bigger than us.
You got nugget envy.
yeah, buddy, just saying. But no, like I say, if in Ohio and Indiana and stuff like that, if you guys find something, bigger than a wheat germ or a little bit better, a piece of rice, that's an Indiana.
That's like you scored.
That's it. Right.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
like a piece of rice
Like
in Ohio.
I said, we call that a nugget back there, but out here, a nugget is. I mean, there's a difference between what we call clinkers, and we were talking about this last Sunday, clinkers and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to read this because I'm going to exuberate on some of it. If anybody out there has a objectionable opinion, please call in, or if you want to vote for Scott, yes.
I just have an objection of you using the word zuberate, but that's cool.
Hey, man, don't mess with my lingo here. Anyway, when it comes to sizes of gold, and like I said, this is the specimen, a naturally formed large gold nugget or gold laced quartz specimen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody, well, I know everybody should know, but if you're new and you're not used to digging gold, a specimen piece is something that's going to you're going to have gold in the actual host rock. And when they say it's a specimen piece, is because the gold is so pronounced and you can really see it. If you put it on your shelf or anything like that, for people to actually look at, they're going to know exactly what that is. Now, specimen pieces are not only just in the host rock, or they are in the host rock, but how do I want to say this? Specimen pieces are worth more kind of than actual like gold is.
Right.
Because it actually has the rock still around it, how it naturally come.
Mm-hmm.
Is kind of what I want to say.
Gotcha.
So, and then you have a nugget, which we better know what this is, a naturally formed lump of gold that is big enough to put in a poke. And likely, I was waiting for it. It says it likely won't fit in a typical small vial, depending on its shape. Now you guys got to remember, we got 2-ounce vials too.
Okay.
So what we call clinker will fit in a big vial, and we don't call that a nugget yet. But
if it don't fit in a vial,
So you got a clinker won't fit in a 2-ounce vial?
no, I said the clinker will fit.
Oh,
If it doesn't fit in that, that's a nugget to me.
okay. Yeah, that's a.
I bet you haven't found many nuggets then.
I bet you I haven't found none.
Zero.
No, I've never found any
Well,
nuggets.
that means you did.
Well, the biggest nugget I ever found was about the size of my pinky nail,
Okay.
and that's not bad.
That's a
Size.
good size.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's huge.
but it's not a. I mean, it's not a nugget where you can drill a hole and start wearing it around your neck. That's a nugget.
Okay.
So
I call it a giant piece of gold myself, but
I mean, just saying, in my opinion, that's the way I look at it. Anyway, they said a picker is a piece of visible gold large enough to easily pick up with your fingers.
Okay.
So that's well, kind of we call. I mean, a picker is a picker, but we call it clinker. If it makes a sound in a pan, it's a picker.
Well, what's a
What's a
clinker
clinker then? You could just pick it up. You got it backwards to me.
No, a picker is a clinker. If you can
Oh,
pick it,
same
if you can
thing.
pick it up
Okay.
and drop it in the pan, it goes snap. You can hear it.
You just okay. You call it. It's the same thing. You just call it a clinker.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've heard plinkers. Yeah. Okay.
but that's what we call. That's a picker to us. Is a clinker. It
Yeah.
makes a sound in a pan.
I agree.
Okay.
I
So-
concur.
Now the difference is on this one here. It says a flake, a piece of gold that is large enough to easily spot, but it's difficult to pick up with your fingers. Now in Ohio and Indiana, if you had a big enough flake, that would be a clinker.
Would be a nugget.
Well, no, because
They
I'm
get
like
really
you.
thin.
I got to be able to pick it up easy. I
Yeah.
can't like stick to my finger and flake it and no
you
sound.
can
that's
find some really thin
that's just a flake.
flakes
Yeah.
that look like it would be a picker, but it's really
They're just so flat and down.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a flake. You can't. It'll
well,
stick
you know,
to you.
Indiana.
Yeah,
Exactly right. There you go.
it's a flake. I agree.
And then we have fines. Fines are particles of gold too small to pick up with your fingers, which in the majority of dry washing and stuff like that, we find a lot of fines and flakes. But your guys' fines would be fly poop.
No, to
Yeah, we have fly poop.
fly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess in terms of like a vast quantity,
right.
You can
Yeah.
find like it
I mean,
depends.
you can get a gram or two easily
It
on
adds
the
up.
weekend, easy. But
Everybody's
I wouldn't call that fly poop. I mean, fly poop maybe if it was just 3 of them. Yes.
Well, I'm just saying, out here we call fines would be fly poop.
would be what?
Fines out here would be fly poop.
Then we're
Well-
going to be really excited when we go out there, aren't we?
I know, but now wait a minute. See, the next one you guys can relate to as well. Gold dust. Very, very fine particles of gold that resembles dust.
That's
Yeah.
kind of like
Alaska,
the
no,
sand,
the beach
the
sand,
sands.
razors, madness.
Right. Or razors madness.
I don't know how he does that.
Razors, madness.
That's
but
funny.
so am I.
But that's what they consider gold dust.
Mhm.
So, but then you also have what we call flour gold. And flour gold is going to be gold particles that are barely visible to the naked eye. Unless you get it in a bunch, you won't see flour gold that often. It'll
That's
be
the one where you have to like actually use chemicals to get it, or
no, you know that like if you got a gold pan that's got a nick in it and there's one piece of gold you just can't
Yeah,
get out.
that's called fly poop to me.
Well, that's flour gold.
flour.
See,
gold.
yeah, I guess. But
It's all fly poop.
it's all,
It's all fly poop.
it's all fly poop.
When it's that small, it's all fly poop.
Yeah.
How about microscopic?
Yeah. What's next?
Now, wait a minute. As Kathleen just said it, microscopic. The next things is what we call, it's what we get out of black sand when we roll them and tumble them with ball bearings and roll them in mercury and stuff like that. It's called micron gold.
Right.
That is particles that are invisible to the naked eye, which would still be on the black sands as a host, stuck to it somehow, some way, but it's in there. If you roll it, like I said, I got a tumbler, and if I get enough black sands and I know I'm losing gold, I will roll that in. I've got about 2 ounces of mercury. I don't put that all in there at once, I just put like a little drops in there and let it do its thing, but it'll become amalgam eventually because it picks up all of that gold that we don't see. We can't see.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's a micron gold. That's micron, and man, it's not. If you're getting a lot of black sands, I highly suggest you guys roll it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not getting a lot of black sands, you're not missing anything. You're not losing it. And when I say black sands, I mean in 1 week you got a 5-gallon bucket full of just black sands that you've already ran through the cleanup sleuths and all that stuff. That's the stuff I'm talking about. That's going to be the pretty stuff.
Okay.
And then they put this in here on the extra. It says color. When we say, oh, I found some colors, 20 colors, 10 colors. Colors is any amount of visible gold, usually smaller than a nugget, that you find in your pan. So when I say I find 20 colors, that means there's actually fines and flakes.
Correct. Yeah, I would agree with that. No, not, if I found a picker or nugget, I'd be saying, I just found this.
Right.
I wouldn't care about all the little finds and making my announcement to the world.
Right.
Yeah. But like I said, we would consider that fines and flakes. So if I said I ran 10 buckets and I found 60 colors, that means between fines and flakes, I found 60 pieces I could visibly see and count in my pan.
And you're disappointed in that.
60's it's okay.
For how many buckets?
And
That's not good.
10 buckets.
10 buckets of material and just 60 colors.
now wait a minute, that's 10 buckets. Now if you classify the buckets, therefore you're putting 4 into 1 or 2 into 1, depending on the rock size you want to run.
Hang on, no.
Now you're running more buckets. So if you run 10 buckets, you're actually running 20 to 22.
And what were the size of these 60 colors? Fly poop?
Like I said, I'm gonna do something Friday. I think I'm gonna put this out to show everybody.
Uh-huh.
They were actually really nice. They weren't there. There was not any what I consider fines in it. It was pretty much all flake, and I was pretty happy. I was like, oh man,
So
because
you
that adds up a little bit better than the fines do.
you had 60 flakes in there
Right?
To me, that's not that good.
in 10 buckets.
Well, you got to remember the 10 buckets wasn't classified until I put it through the dry wash.
Right?
Yeah.
No, so if I'm running 10 buckets, I'm running
No, it's really like probably maybe 2 buckets, really, if that. So
probably 3.5, 4.
So was there any fines in there, Scott? Or was it just
No, it was actually flake. There was no
no
fines.
fines?
No. I was surprised. I'm like, hey, I like that. I like it a lot.
That's
Or what are those pepper pieces?
No, heck no.
bigger.
Oh yeah, you could. Like I said, I got
Good for
the
us.
old guy that stays with me, Tom. He we call him Left Turn Tom. He's in some of my older videos. He was like, holy cow, that's some chunky stuff. I could even see that. I'm like, well, yeah, I don't consider it chunky, but it's a lot bigger than what we usually find.
yeah, so you got flour, salt, pepper.
Pepper would be our
and,
play. Yeah.
Then you get the flakes,
Powdered sugar.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's really cool is because this dirt is actually is riding up to a bedrock bench. So when you get to the bedrock, what could be sitting there?
Right.
Maybe some clinkers.
Pickers. Yeah, that's right. Clinkers, baby.
Clinkers.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's possible. It's possible.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, the way I do stuff, I go classify and get 50 buckets set out there.
Yeah.
And then I come back the next day and just run it low and slow and just sit there and relax. Or I could just stay over there and just get my next 50 buckets ready. Just get it in a pile where I can put it through the classifier and get it ready, which usually that's what I'm doing anyway.
Okay.
But I always keep my tailings in a pile because when the water runs, I want to rerun that stuff wet. Like I said, you guys, dry washers are not 100%, not even close.
Mhm.
So I want to rerun that stuff kind of wet. I thought about bringing the gold cube down there and doing the recirculating on it because I already blowed out the chaff and the dust so it won't turn to mud real quick. So it'll recycle everything down to 8 mesh. It'll recycle that stuff, pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
But if I can get it, shoot, man, if you run a pile 8 foot wide by 4 foot tall, and you pull a half ounce or better out of it, that was worth it to me, I think. I mean, so I've got the best of both. When it rains, I could pull my recirculating stuff down there, or pull my high banker, whichever one I want to run, and which I think it's going to be the high banker, and then just have my pile where my high banker is going to be and everything like that, and be able to run everything at once. Not only can I run the tailings, or my gal, she can run the tailings while I'm actually digging the stuff and bringing the buckets over there, dumping in the high banker.
Right.
Yep.
Like I said, but it's what I got planned.
Okay.
But man, we know how plans go with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We know what we're dealing with. When we gonna see a picture of this, Scott? Friday?
Like I said, I'm going to go down Friday, and if Chad wants a beginning picture or whatever you want to call it,
Yes,
I've
before.
already got, like I said, I've already got a little bit of a hole dug there, but you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see the start of it,
Okay.
and that's where I'm going to bury that guy at.
You got to take him with you?
Yeah, because I got to bury him somewhere.
Oh, so he can help you.
I'm gonna send you guys a video with one hand sticking out of the ground.
You should bury parts of them sticking out in places, so after so long people get used to seeing them.
Yeah.
So instead of, hey, when you get to that rock, you'll take a right. When you get to that hand sticking out of the ground, you'll take a right. When you see the torso, you've gone too far. Go back to the head and take a leather left.
I'll have Manny sitting there with his arm up in the tree pointing. You went too far.
Yeah, with his finger pointing.
We'll put a vest around him that says security.
Got to take him down with you.
No, he's gonna. You guys, everybody out there that donated and stuff like that, we have fun with Manny stuff, and I got him here, and I've pulled him up a couple times, but it's not that easy to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as easy as you think it is to do what you want to do.
No,
with
we
it.
saw it. It isn't.
Here's why I have a problem with that. Teenage girls lug them mannequins around all day long at these stores in the malls, dressing.
They're not lugging that one around.
They're dressing them and displaying them, and I never hear them complain. But
They are not lugging Manny around. I can just guarantee it.
Manny is like
a grown man.
he's solid.
He's a heavy guy fella, and then his arms, his little hands, or like the lower part will always randomly fall off because they're just hooks.
Yeah,
so you gotta go back. Then you gotta pick up the hands, right? You realize I've only carried Manny's upper torso and head. I still gotta go back and get his legs.
Just take his upper torso.
You gotta remember, you put Manny all together, he's like a good 1.5 feet taller than Scott.
True.
So yeah, he is easy to move.
So just take the upper half and then tape his arms onto him with duct tape.
You know what, Scott? I want to get you one of those baby carrier things.
Oh yeah,
right? Except that's super size to hold Manny, and then you just put him on like a backpack, and you can walk around with Manny.
That would be cool.
Like I said, I know that she's got a hot glue gun here, and that's what I've needed to complete the Manny situation.
Okay.
Because I want him to have hands, but I'm going to put it inside his shirt and glue the shirt to his hands so I can actually move his arms where I want him to be instead of going.
The heat
and you're just screwed.
Won't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Won't the glue gun just in the desert heat just melt?
I learned that the hard way.
I know, but like everybody out there, you got to understand right now, we're in the progress. Number one, I'm digging gold this year, doing mining season. Number two, we bought the house up there in Black Canyon City. So now we're thinking of moving, and which would save a lot here. So there's going to be a move involved here in about the next month and a half, 2 months.
There you go.
So there's a lot of stuff going on my plate. The last thing I'm thinking of is like, oh, let's just pull Manny into the picture. I mean, it's not that easy to do.
What? You need to get your priorities in order, sir.
Gorilla tape does wonders.
Yeah, trust me.
Just saying.
I swear by it.
Yeah. Wrap some of that around them arms. They'll never come off.
Like I said, I got it, and we'll put him in there somehow, some way. We're gonna get him in a couple videos, but it's just right now the videos I'm doing right now early. I'm not messing with them. I'm going out making the videos as fast as as good as I can, as fast as I can, and I'm putting them on Rumble to get people to know where I'm at on Rumble is like going to be the main thing. But Rumble also shares to YouTube, so you can still see it there. But like I said, I want to get stuff on Rumble so I can start building my base on there as well.
Okay.
But we're going to get there. And like I said, if I come out with Manny, people on Rumble's like, "What's this guy just flipped his wig?"
You should have came up with them on there then. See, he could be
Like I said, we'll get there. We'll get there.
in your thumbnail.
Just need to slowly integrate them into your videos. They're like,
And every time you introduce them, tell the story of Manny.
Well, first have them just in the distant background.
Yeah.
Don't stand where you don't acknowledge his presence.
Right.
You just see him way back there staring.
Manny's not going to be standing right beside me when I do a video.
Yeah, have them in the
Yeah, have him way in the back and don't even mention him.
I agree, Chad. That'd be perfect.
And then
That would
maybe
be
every
funny.
now and then you could go like, I swear something's there, and then boom,
Yeah.
knock him down.
I feel like someone's watching me.
Right. I feel like someone's watching me.
Like I said, I got things planned out. I've been looking at seeing what I can do and what I can't do, and it's going to work out pretty good. You guys, when I put it out there, you'll like it. It's going to be like a Where's Waldo kind of thing, but you're going to be able to see him.
It'll be funny.
Well, we're ready.
But don't like say anything and let
I know,
people
don't-
spot Manny.
Oh, I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, they have to find him. That'd be cool. See?
I'll wait till Rango's digging in a hole and put Manny over there, and it makes it look like Manny's throwing dirt.
Whatever you got to do.
Is Rango still a small puppy?
No, he's about knee high now. I mean, he's still a puppy to me. He's still a little bitty.
Well, and you're not lying when you say knee high to you. So I mean, come on.
I said he's about. I didn't say he was there.
No, I get it. Yeah, he's really about this tall, but that's knee high to you.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh gosh.
You said it, not us, Scott. So we're innocent.
Hey, I'm 5'8". I don't care. It's as high as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Mr. 6 foot gorilla and knuckle dragger.
Don't make me see that picture again of you.
Right. You cheated. I'm not going to let you do that again.
Nah.
I knew it was going to be used against me.
All right, let's put $20 on the table. Who thinks I will get Scott to do that again?
No. Not happening.
I'm in. Just get a picture with him again, Shad.
No, that's all I need to do.
All you need to do.
Oh, he'll be here. We'll get some pictures. All right.
All right, we're counting on it. So I guess on that note, we'll go on and wrap it up. And
Good night, Gold Diggers.
there you go. Yeah.
Come on.
Don't forget to join us Sunday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be here. Hope you can be here too. Good night, everybody.
Good night, gold diggers.
Sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.